While real estate in the regular world still seems to be sputtering, homes in the weekend haven for New York's wealthy, the Hamptons, are already in recovery mode. Gigi Stone has been looking to the home buying habits in the nation's most exclusive enclaves, and Gigi, the rich are already returning to the second home market.
Believe it or not, they are, Lori. The rich are back to snatching up vacation homes. Demand for homes in expensive resort towns has been surging this year. In Aspen, for example, we've got transactions up about 43%. Cape Cod, Nantucket, and Martha's Vineyard, sales gained are up about 58%, but nothing like the ultimate playground for the wealthy, the Hamptons, of course. In fact, Hamptons home sales have actually more than doubled in the second quarter from a year earlier. That really solidifies the beachfront property turnaround after it took a fairly serious beating during the recession. For the past 2 years, Wall Streeters have been hesitating to splurge on homes in the Hamptons. And these are some of the details that came out of a report today from Miller Samuel and Prudential Douglas Elliman. There were 479 sales during the quarter on the east end of Long Island. That's the second biggest jump in at least a decade. The median price was $900,000, and average prices are down 25% from the peak of 3 years ago, Lori.
So are the lower prices driving the sales? I mean, is that what's drawing the buyers or the renters, for that matter?
Yeah, the lower prices really primarily bringing people into the market, but Miller Samuel President Jonathan Miller does say this is actually a fairly normal volume of sales. It just feels like a boom in contrast to the void in activity the past couple of years. And keep in mind, the government's first-time home buyer credit had little to do with these results because the Hamptons is, of course, a market where most people are buying second homes, just like Aspen and Cape Cod as well.
Oh, yes, but of course. So is it just the less expensive homes in the Hamptons that are doing well?
You know, no. Even estates that go for more than $5 million have been bumped up from a year ago. They're not obviously as much as the less expensive homes. There were 22 sales above $5 million during the quarter. That's up 57% from year earlier levels. And experts say the sales market is still a far cry from the Hamptons' absurd glory days when the prices were so sky high. But believe it or not, it is still a tiny bit cheaper to buy a home there than in the city. The average price of a property in the Hamptons is about $1,360,000, and the average price of an apartment in Manhattan is somewhere around $1,430,000. So everything's relative, but just a tiny bit cheaper. Thought it was an interesting tidbit.
Indeed. Gigi Stone, thanks for the latest on Hamptons real estate.